So, just over a month ago, my good friend Pollo Loco and I decided that we were going to start our own YouTube channel. Well, after doing a little bit of research, we stumbled across this program called Shotcut. Now, if you are anything like we were back in the day, you have absolutely no idea how a video editing software program works. Well, that's okay. You're in good hands with Shotcut. That's what we're going to do here today. We're going to show you the basics on how to use it. You'll be editing videos like a pro in no time. Without any further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so as you fire up Shotcut, it should look something like this. You may not have all these windows open, so let's close them down, just in case when you start up it looks something like this. Your two best friends when you're just starting out in Shotcut is your playlist here and your timeline here. So you click on playlist, our playlist pops up, click on timeline, and our timeline pops up. Our playlist is where we're going to be importing all of our video files and our audio tracks, pictures, anything we're going to be working with. And our timeline is going to be where we're doing most of our work. All of our video editing, our splitting, everything will be done down here. And this right here is our preview window where we can see the project that we're working on. So I find personally that the easiest way to start off is to drag our clip in. So we're going to get a video file here. We're just going to drag it into our playlist, let go, and our first video is here. See, it pops up in our preview window. We can see what's going on. Okay, so now that we got our first video here, we're going to drag it down into our timeline, and we've begun the journey. So I've got a bunch of really crappy background noise. So if you look over here, this is our mute button. We can just mute the track. Won't hear any of that awful background noise. And now that we have this selected, see the red border here? That means it's selected. We're just going to hit play and see what we got. So I got a couple spiders here. Pop, 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 fighting. Nice. So anything after that is pretty much just dead air. There's not much going on after that. You check it out, nothing. They're just hanging out. So if we go all the way back, that's our back. Hit play again. The spiders fight. And so right about here, we want to cut off the rest of this clip, just because there's not much going on. So if you look right here, this is our split. The hotkey is S. You can just click on it. So wherever this line is, this is going to be where it's going to split on the track. So if we click on that, track has now been split into two. So everything back here we don't want. You can see how it's selected. It's got the red border. If we click here, now this one's selected. It's got the red border, but we want to get rid of this one. So we select this. We right click. We remove it. Dead air gone. So we'll go back to the beginning, hit play, spiders duke it out. Good. Okay, so let's import the next video clip. We'll bring that, same thing, we drag it over our playlist, let it go. Our next video track is here. So we'll take that video track, we'll bring it down here. I always like to leave a little gap in between the video tracks just in case there's something we want to clip off at the beginning. So we just let go, our next track is in. Wherever you click here, our little white bar is going to pop up. You can see in here, it's just our black screen where we left the gap. Here's the video that we've already cut, and here's the new video. So let's see what we got on this new video here. Same thing, we had a bunch of dead air, so we're going to leave it muted. Play. We got a toad sitting here, looking at a tasty morsel. And right about here, boom, got him. Okay, so there was a bunch of dead air over here. So we're just going to rewind a little bit, see where we want to start the video. Okay, so say right about here. So this track selected, got the red border. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to split it. Okay, we split that track. So we want to keep this. This one we want to get rid of. We select it, right click, remove. Okay. We probably want to trim down a little bit at the end here, so let's see. Got him. Okay. And the rest of this will probably just be dead air, so we'll select. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to split it. Right click the one that's selected here at the end that we want to get rid of. Remove it. Done. Okay, so this little guy right here is called our snapping. My whole experience with Shotcut, it's always been selected every time I've opened up the program. The blue border is selected. If we click it, you can see it's not selected. You always want this thing selected. I'll show you why. So when it's selected, what it does is if we were to drag this track, when you get close to another one, it snaps into place. Right? It snaps right next to it. So now these tracks are totally perfectly aligned. If we didn't have it selected, right, you never quite know if we're lined up properly. So we want to have that selected, snap it into place. We got it. Okay, so we go back to the beginning. Let's see what we got so far. Spiders duke it out. We cut into the toad, eating a spider. Okay, we're almost there. Let's add some music. Let's add some sound to it. So I've got a few different tracks here. Let's bring in the funny one. Same thing, drag it over our playlist. Let it go. There's our audio track. Now to add an audio track, right down here in our timeline, in the green box here where our first video is, you right click. And up here where it says add a video track, add an audio track, we want to add the audio. So we select audio track. And so these little bars here will enhance or retract the screen. If we just drag it up a little bit, it makes our timeline a little bigger. You see down here we've got our audio track now. Audio, video. So we take our audio, click it, same thing with the video, just drag it down, let go. And it's a pretty long audio track, so we'll just bring it back here. And then that little white bar, if we click up here, we'll just bring the bar back. That way, anytime we move around, it'll automatically come back here. Got our audio track. We'll just bring it to the beginning, see how the snap works. Snaps it right to the beginning. Let's bring it all the way back, and let's see what we got. Perfect. Okay, so the audio track obviously goes on forever, so we're going to want to clip that down to match up with our video track we got. Now I like to leave just a little bit of space after a video track. So same thing, click, we see the red border, it's selected. We're going to split it, and we're just going to get rid of everything at the end. We got a little bit of extra space here. What we're going to do is we're going to fade out the music. Filters, there's a whole bunch of options for all kinds of different filtering that we can do, but I'm going to show you the easy way just because we're starting out here. So if you go over top of the audio track in the corner here, you're going to see this little dot, pulsating dot that appears. Now if you click on that and then just drag it out a bit, that's going to add a fade out. We're going to do the same thing with our video tracks. Anywhere we have a split or the end or the beginning, we're going to see that dot. We're just going to drag it out a little bit for a fade in on that. And we'll do the same thing here for a fade out. So we'll have a nice little transition in between the two video tracks. And the music should fade out after the video is done playing. So let's check it out. Let's see. Nice. We'll actually add a little fade out here at the end. Let's just see how that looks. And there we go. We've begun editing a video. You're going to be pros in no time. If you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up. Maybe even consider subscribing. And please, go check out my other videos if you want to laugh. And if I get enough response, maybe we'll do a little bit more in the videos of Shotcut and go a little further into it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.